Hey, Fragrance family, I'm Daver.
I'm Jer.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Coming at you this time again with another Hermescence line review, this time on Rose Ikebana.
Yeah.
Now let's see what JCE, the man
Lay it out, Jackie.
himself, says. He says, beautiful and minimalistic, the traditional Japanese art of Ikebana, arranging bouquets of cut flowers and leaves using very few elements, ideally corresponded to a form of expression that could transpose into a perfume. The smell of a rose early in the morning, damp, sprinkled with dew, delicate and light. Interesting.
Wow. I sound like a fragment sentence.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Let's see, date introduced was 2004. Classified as a woody spicy again, which is funny. I think this is more floral than that.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Notes are orange, spices, fruit notes, musk, cassia, tea, rose, lemon, and rhubarb.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get out of longevity out of this?
It's about on the average side. This is not a real heavy fragrance. Like you said, it's pretty floral. So, 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm going to say average as well.
Yeah.
What about projection?
Still on the average.
Yeah.
It kind of just runs the norm.
Yep. Say the same thing. Average for me too. Season, I would say this is great for spring and summer.
Totally.
Great for daytime.
Yeah.
Purpose, this is great again for casual.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is good for work too.
Yeah. I would not go date.
No.
I would not go date because I don't think this is terribly feminine, but it's close enough to the line that I wouldn't toe that line.
I think if you're a woman, you could probably wear this on a date, but it's probably like more of a first time date fragrance and not like I want to make out with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to look into your eyes as I say that, but I did.
I want you to.
Now, what does this remind you of?
You know what?
As I'm not looking into your eyes.
Not looking. You know what actually reminds me of a little bit is Pure Shot.
Really?
Yeah. Smell and see if you got it on, don't you? It doesn't smell just like Pure Shot, but there's some spiciness. I don't know if it's the rhubarb and some of the spices in there that kind of is reminiscent of that. To me, this is like a sporty rose.
Okay.
To me, it's like invigorating and it's light. And we don't like rose fragrances for the most part.
Yeah.
I really, really dislike them actually.
Yeah.
But this is one of the first ones that I like. And I remember smelling it and when I was making notes and going, wow, and I just could not stop smelling. I just kept going back and back. There's something about it. It's very inviting and I don't know, very, very likable. And to me, it makes me want to get out and go do stuff. You know what I mean? It's great.
I think this really reminds me of, a memory of my mother. And I think my mother would actually really like this. Yeah. But it reminds me as a kid on a Saturday morning, and especially if it's like springtime or summertime, waking up on a Saturday morning watching Saturday morning cartoons when they were good. Yeah. When they had them.
X-Men.
Yeah. Pee Wee Herman.
I know that feel, bro.
And you would watch cartoons. Pee Wee Herman's not a cartoon, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. We watch cartoons and just have a real fun time. Yeah. And it must have been a shampoo that my mom wore or something like that. Maybe it was a soap, but this comes off kind of a little bit soapy. Yeah. And it reminds me of a shampoo. Yeah. But not in a bad way. You know, sometimes people can kind of get that as a negative association. I don't think so. Mm-hmm. This is floral, but it's very fresh. Mm-hmm. And it has a little bit of a soapy twinge to it, but I like it. Yeah. And you can definitely smell the rose, but the rose is tuned perfectly.
It is.
And he really nailed it. Like, it's not as obnoxious as some roses are. Yeah. And rose fragrances. Mm-hmm. And I kind of like that he didn't do like the Le Labo route and try to squash it with like real heavy stuff. Yeah, yeah. But that he supported it in a different way. You can make a rose fragrance not smell like a rose without having to put like spices and harsh things in there. Yeah, totally. I think he did a really good job. Really, I think if you can imagine kind of a baby of Un Jardin sur le Nil and Un Jardin sur le Toit, this is kind of that. Because sur le Nil's very green, and sur le Toit is very rosy and pear and I think magnolia.
Old lady.
I didn't like that. Yeah. But if you were to kind of merge them both, I think you kind of get this. Yeah, totally. I kind of, it has kind of a dark heart to it, which I really appreciate. Yeah. But then as it dries down, it actually gets lighter. Yeah. Which is really interesting because usually it kind of does the opposite of that. Yeah. And the rose kind of is more apparent.
You smell this and you just get the feeling this is very, very well composed.
Yes.
Like everything is in its right place, almost like a molecule where all the pieces work together. Nothing's out of order. It just works.
Yeah.
And it really gives me an appreciation for Rose.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me want to give some other ones a try again to see how they compare.
Yeah.
You know.
I think JCE made it. Jean-Claude Elna said it perfectly when he said it was like a dewy rose. I think that's really great. I think really he did exactly what he wanted to do here.
Yeah.
Also forgot to mention this is a green scent too. It's green and there's some citrus in there, especially at the top. But it's tuned perfectly with citrus, so you don't think it's like a citrus fragrance, like a sporty fragrance. Yeah. It's just in there to kind of give it a little bit of a little bite to it.
Yeah. I mean, I do feel a little sporty about it. You know, for some reason it makes me, I don't know, it makes me want to go play football or something like that, which is weird for a floral thing. But it's just the feeling I get. And I think either gender could wear this. Yeah. Safely. You know what I mean? I don't think you have to be particularly daring as a guy to pull this off, or as a chick. I think it just kind of, I don't know, it's a great scent.
Yeah, I agree.
Very impressed.
Yeah. Let's see. Bang for buck, $235 again with all the Hermescence line. $235 for a 3.3 ounce 100 mil. Yeah. I think this is really worth it. Yeah. It's a really good fragrance. Good performance. Yeah. And I really think it's worth it. It's still on the high side.
It is.
For what it is. I think you could probably get fragrances cheaper. I mean, I'm even saying like Un Jardin sur le Nil, you can get what, like the $90 range, $100 range?
Yeah, yeah. I think that although I really like this scent, and it is a wow factor as far as rose goes for me, it's not terribly unique. Yeah. In that I feel like, okay, I'm gonna drop some major coin to get this thing. Yeah. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that smells like it necessarily.
Shampoo.
Shampoo.
Was that like $3?
Yes. Yeah. $1.25. But you know, I just to me, even though it smells really great, it's not as unique as some of the other ones in the Hermescence line. So to me, the banging for the buck is not quite there. I don't know if I would buy it, you know, even though I do really like it. So.
Yeah. What about compliments?
No compliments really, which, you know, it's not really pushing out for me a whole lot. And I don't think it has a quality that necessarily draws compliments. Yeah. It's just a good scent, but it's not like one of those like, oh my God, what is he wearing? So, no. What about you?
Well, I didn't get to wear this around my wife, but with that said, I think I know her taste well enough to say that she would really like this. Yeah. She likes rose scent, she likes green scent, she likes really light scents. Yeah. She actually bought one from L'Occitane. I forgot exactly what it was called, but it was a green rose scent, which, you know, that could actually be kind of a contender for this right here. Yeah. Now that one was more rosy and is a little different, but it's kind of the same type of genre. Yeah. Now it was like $40.
Yeah, L'Occitane is great.
Yeah. So I could safely say that I know she would like this a lot.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But she probably would not want to pay $235 for it.
I don't think anybody wants to.
Yeah. Someone make a large jug of that because I want to split it.
Yeah, for real, man. Put that mug in a flacon.
Yeah. Now, final rating.
I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I was really, really impressed. And I think that if you're a fan of rose fragrances or spicy fragrances, I think you should probably give this one a try. Like we'll talk about later, and you may already know, but you can always email Hermes and ask for samples, and they'll send them to you, 4 mil. Yeah. So it's a easy and free way to try this out. But anyways, 4 out of 5. I really think that it was the first rose fragrance that made me really stand up and pay attention and say, wow. And for that, I have to give it credit. It's not perfect, but it's good. I'm saying 4 out of 5.
I'm also going to give it a 4 out of 5. This is actually, again, with me as well, surprised me as well. Yeah. You know, I don't like rose as well, but I think this is a great, fresh, clean smell. Yeah. And to me, it brings up really great memories of my mother. And she's still alive, but it just really reminds me of good things, you know, good times. The price is high, but overall, I'm going to say this is a really, really good fragrance. Yeah. Really worth your time. So definitely try this one out. Yeah. So, Fragrance family, let us know what you think down in the comments down below. Have you tried Rose Ikebana? And do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Tell us what you think down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and like down below. We'll love you for it. Thanks. And we will see you next week with another fragrance review from the Hermescence line. We're the Fragrance Brothers. Bye.
Goodbye.